What is going on, everybody? Avery here, aka Romer the Romer. Today, we're going to be going over the 5 secrets to building a book business. But first, can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, I want you to say yes without saying yes. So I want you to get a little bit creative here. I can see all your comments. If you guys have questions at any point during this webinar, all you need to do is ask a question. At the end, I will be answering every single question. Also, comment where you're from below. Super interested in seeing where you guys are from. We have Indiana in the house. In just 1 second, I'll be able to see all of your comments. Pulling this up so I can have 2 screens going at once. And again, guys, this is a hustle that literally anybody can do. I really do think this is the best way to start selling on Amazon because you can see results in the first month. This is one of the only ways to sell on Amazon where you can have money back in your bank account within the first month without spending a bunch up front. All the other models, they either take a bunch of time, money, other forms of leverage. With this, you can get started with as little as no money. Also, throughout this webinar, I'm going to ask you guys to engage with me a little bit. That's just to make it a better experience for you guys. Since I'm not here to see you guys face to face, if you guys engage by commenting by commenting your thoughts, by commenting your questions, just to make a much better experience, not only for me, but for you. Because I've invested thousands of dollars in learning this Amazon business. And part of the benefit I've had is being able to go to these events and sit down and watch the people face to face and ask them questions and engage and nod my head whenever they say things. And something happens deep inside your brain when you say yes, when you say, I'm going to take action, when you say, I'm going to make this work, when you comment, when you actually engage. It sounds silly, but it does something to your brain. And from the students I've seen that are successful and from the students I've seen that aren't successful, it's always the ones that are taking action, engaging, and telling themselves at a future pace that they can do it. They're already seeing themselves make $5,000 profit each month. All right, guys. In just a second, we will be diving into the 5 secrets to building a book business. I'm gonna get my assistant to text me the comment section so I can see you guys. All right, guys, let's get into this. So today you guys are going to discover the proven easy to do side hustle, making my students $5,000 plus a month profit in their spare time without previous experience, with minimal startup costs, using only a computer and phone. And really, you don't even need a computer to do this. I just say that. Nowadays, smartphones are basically computers. So really, all you need to get started is just your phone. Just so you guys know who I am, because I know some of you guys have been following me for a while. You know who I am. Romer the Romer is what I go by on social media. But I started posting my journey selling books on Amazon shortly after college. I was making a little bit of money back in college flipping books, but I started posting my journey. I was traveling the country doing this, and people saw my success. So I got invited 3 times to 3 different events, one up in Atlanta, Chicago, and also Texas, Austin, Texas, to speak and present to people at what's called the Turn the Page events. This is where the best booksellers get together and they share tips and tricks. You guys aren't just learning from nobody here. It's always important when you sit down, especially on the internet, that you filter through people. So you guys can Google me, Romer the Romer, and results will come up. So I'm not just some random stranger. And I've also helped lots of people do this, guys. And I'm presenting this business model to you guys so you guys can see that this is real. So you guys can see that these people are actually getting results. Here's Cody Estes. He just DM'd me last week. He said, coming up fast. Here are the totals. He sold, and this is just in the last year. You can see last August is when he started. And he's already at 91,000 in sales. Carlo Rubio, just the other day out of Virginia, says, on this date in 2019, I sold my first book. You may not know what this means, but just know 1 year of focused hard work. And as you can see, his sales were already at $1,250 US. And that's just, that screenshot's 6 days in the month. And there's massive ROI in books. Last week in my Facebook group, I said, share your biggest win over the last 2 weeks. I'll go first. I bought a $500 rare set. Now, you guys don't have to spend $500 on books, but just know I bought a $500 set of books, a rare Jewish set that I'm selling for $2,000 to $3,000. Immediately, one of my students commented, I got a librarian's total collection, huge, and we'll go over all these techniques where to get books in a second. Today, you're going to learn the secret of finding books with 1,000% plus ROI. And again, guys, this is unique compared to all other Amazon business models. You're not going to hear that ROI. And the reason why books have such ROI is a lot of people look at books as trash, and a lot of people give books away for free. You guys can get books for free from so many places. Students are throwing away their textbooks that are worth hundreds of dollars that sell hundreds of times every month. There's rare books sitting on the shelves. We're going to go over all the dozens and dozens of places to get books in this webinar today. Again, Thomas, he paid $36 for a lot of books. This is when I asked my students, what success did you guys have? He paid $36, and it's going to net him $700 to $750 total. Comment 1 if you are going to implement these strategies to find these flips. Comment 1 below. I'll be able to see all your comments, and I will be answering all of the questions you guys have at the end of this webinar. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. So if you guys commit to doing this, if you guys set a goal of making $5,000 profit every month, if you guys believe it, if you guys type it, then what's going to happen is your brain is going to take the actions necessary to actually make this a reality. A lot of people learn about selling on Amazon, but they never take action. So comment 1 below if you're going to take action today. Another concept I learned from one of my mentors, Dan Pinas, he talks about smelling the leather. He tells all of his students to go to a Rolls-Royce dealership, sit down in the car, and just smell the leather. And what I'm telling you guys to do today is imagine what you really want in life. Imagine what you want out of your business. I'm not talking just how much money do you want. I'm talking, what are you going to buy when you have more money? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy a Rolls Royce? Are you going to pay for better doctors for your kids? Are you just going to take a vacation weekend, an extra couple of vacations every year? What are you going to do? Sit here for a second and imagine that, because guys, it really does make a difference. Now, personally, I wouldn't buy a Rolls Royce, but Tesla is a much nicer car to me. So if you're not a Rolls Royce person, imagine a Tesla. If you're not a car person, maybe imagine a boat. Imagine something. Type 1 below if you commit to taking action and starting an Amazon business today. By commenting 1, you're training your subconscious to make your dreams a reality, and you will take the actions needed to accomplish your goals. Here's one of my students out of France. He sold a book that he paid €3 for 99. So this isn't just for America. You can do this in Canada, many parts of Europe as well. Again, here's my success. It's because of results like this that I've been invited to speak at these Turn the Page events. $83,000 in 1 month. And I've done this multiple times where I've sold over $80,000 in used books in 1 month. And this is why I'm invited to speak at these events. Here are the sales from my baby account. I sold $120,729 just by July 23rd. I need to update these slides. By July 23rd on my bigger account, I sold $246,000. That's $366,000 in sales just this year. And since last January, I've sold over $700,000. That's $109,000 in profit in 6 months. One thing that's important to remember about any Amazon business is people are going to show you their sales and they're going to be like, wow, this is amazing, 40,000 in a month. It's important to know how much profit are they actually taking home. And with the book business, you're taking home between 30 and 40%, upwards of 50% profit margins sometimes. With other models, drop shipping, wholesale, private label, you're looking a lot of times less than 10%. So someone might be bragging that they're making $400,000 a year, but if their profit margin is 10%, they're only taking home $40,000, which isn't bad, but it's not the truth. You know, it's important to dig into the truth of these business models. And this is the truth that anybody can set up an Amazon account for free. When you guys go to set up an Amazon account, make sure you select the free option. When you're just getting started, there's no reason to pay the professional fees. Books is one of the only categories you don't have to apply to sell. Other categories, you got to get invoices from wholesalers. You have to jump through a lot of hoops. With books, you're automatically ungated. Here's another one of my students, Ben, who sold $20,000 in 1 month as a high school student. It doesn't take a lot of time. In fact, I have a friend who sells $500,000 in used books each year as a graduate student and a mother. She does this using online arbitrage, which we're going to get into in the sourcing section. Today, you will learn the same exact skills I taught Mitchell that enabled him to quit his job. He's at $7,500, and it's only halfway through the month when he sent me that screenshot. Amazon is now worth $1.1 trillion as stocks hit an all-time high, and the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, pockets $6.4 billion. That's over $1 trillion. Retailers selling non-essentials see double and triple digit increases in online sales during the COVID-19 crisis. So this was already a phenomenal opportunity before this whole pandemic. But now that the pandemic's hit, it's become a better opportunity because there's more attention online. Vox suggests we're actually buying more print books opposed to ebooks because of our time online, in particular on our phones. It's hard to focus when you're on your phone. You're getting TikTok notifications, Instagram notifications, Facebook notifications. People don't want to read on their phones. People like a good, hard book in their hand. They like to be able to have something physical that they can hold and read and put on their shelves at home so they look smart to their friends. That's just the truth. Everybody has a big collection of books just to look smart. E-commerce spending in the United States is up more than 30% from the beginning of March through mid-April, compared with the same period last year. According to the market research firm Rakuten Intelligence, I'm not sure if I said that right, but let's go with Rakuten. That is significantly more growth, about 50% more than the annual 20% growth in online shopping the firm has been accustomed to seeing in recent years. So there's more and more attention online, and this, as bad as this whole pandemic thing has been, it's made Amazon a better opportunity because it's converted people that weren't Amazon customers into being Amazon customers. Think grandmas, people that didn't want to figure Amazon out. Now they're on Amazon. Our goal today is simple. I will show you how to build a side hustle skill that generates $5,000 plus a month profit consistently in less than 90 days. Will that make our time together worth it? If so, comment 1 below. But first, I want to ask for a promise. If I make you a bunch of money, can I get a promise from you that you'll just spend a little of that with me and my company in the future? Let me know if that's okay with you by typing 1 in the chat. I have paid coaching. I have businesses that help Amazon sellers. So if I make you a bunch of money, I want to know that you guys will come back to me and spend a little bit of that with my company. That's my incentive to teach you guys. So you guys know that this is raw. This is real advice. I'm not here to trick you guys. I actually want you guys to succeed. So this is a pure interaction. People who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them than the ones who didn't. So all of you guys who are commenting 1 in the chat, you guys are more likely, 42% more likely to accomplish your goals. And this is according to Forbes magazine. Telling a friend increases this rate to 78%. So that's why I'm telling you guys this right now. I want you guys to take action. It's my goal to have 100 full-time Amazon sellers, and I'm already at 5, and I just started doing this. If you don't have big dreams and goals, you'll end up working for someone that does. Comment 1, or I will sell thousands on Amazon every month. If you guys want to be a little bit more eccentric, a little bit more excited, you can type out the whole thing. I will sell thousands on Amazon every month. Let's make this a reality, guys. If you stay until the end, you're going to get my top 50 book niches that make me the most money in my business, 100% free. This is a $297 value. We're going to give it away today. The average small business owner on Amazon makes $90,000 per year. That's average. There's some that make more. There's some that make less. But on average, out of all the people that sell on Amazon, 90,000 per year is the average. How would you like to have a slice of the Amazon pie for yourself? My goal is bigger. My goal is 100 full-time Amazon sellers. In order to do that, I need you guys to take action and invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. So it's good that you guys are here today because you guys are taking action. You guys are taking massive action. It's a Sunday afternoon, Sunday afternoon all over America right now. And you guys are here learning. So you guys are already investing in yourselves. This is great. You guys already have the right attitude. Again, guys, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again until it happens. And when it finally happens, I can quit teaching people how to sell on Amazon. I'm on a mission to help 100 people build a full-time business selling on Amazon. What I'm going to show you has changed my life and the lives of many of my students. Listen to Ryan, a follower of mine.
Just wanted to take a second and say thanks. Let you know how you impacted my business and also my life. I started flipping books when I found out my mom had a tumor. I already lost my dad, so every bit counts. Just want to help out, and I always like the entrepreneurial grind. And obviously, there's thousands of people on YouTube that I feel like genuinely. Yes, they may care, but padding their own pockets is more important. But when it comes to you, I feel like you genuinely want us to succeed, and you showed us your hustle and your grind from sleeping in your car to what you're doing now. And we appreciate all the free business, all the free info you give us, and look forward to continuing to grow with you, man. Thanks from PA.
Appreciate you, Ryan. Really appreciate you recording that video and sending it to us. Yeah, that inspired me. When he sent me that video, that inspired me. That's why I want to share it with you guys to inspire you as well. I get messages like this all day. And the reason why I do this is to create freedom for myself and to be able to do what I want when I want and create that for other people too. Today, you will learn the exact skills that even a high schooler uses to make thousands a month. You will learn the secret that most Amazon sellers never master to have robotic income. We're going to go over that at the very end. We're going to go over that in the scaling portion. 76% of people live paycheck to paycheck. That means all the money they get each month, they spend it all and they're left with $0 or negative. That's a terrible way to live. So even if you guys are just watching this right now to create some extra money, maybe a couple extra $100 a month, that will bring people in positive each month rather than going negative. So having a side hustle really takes people out of that break-even point, which is great. Results come fast. This is Zach. This is another young kid. He sent me a message that said, today was my 5th day in a row selling over 1,000 on Amazon. This allows me to spend time with my family because I make my own hours. I get to choose my own schedule. And we do this all by selling books on Amazon using the book business blueprint. Did you know Jeff Bezos started Amazon.com selling books from his garage? Books were the first items to be sold on Amazon. So what is Amazon FBA? We keep talking about Amazon FBA. I'm gonna go over exactly what this is. So this is super important to get this, guys. We literally get to pack items in boxes, in this case books, and send them to an Amazon warehouse. So we pack the items that we're going to sell to the customers and send them to an Amazon warehouse. Amazon stores the product, then the customer purchases the product from Amazon, and Amazon picks, packs, and ships the item directly to the customer. So this is great because now all we need to do is source the inventory. All we need to do is find the inventory and send it to Amazon, and they take care of the rest. So we're going to go over why this is so phenomenal. It's already great that they do all this work. And one of the biggest objections I hear is, yeah, but the fees are too high. The fees are crazy high. Guys, I'm going to go over in the optimization portion of this webinar. I'm going to go over why that doesn't even matter. We're going to go over why selling on Prime actually makes you more money despite the fees. Why is selling books on Amazon the best way to make income right now? There's minimal upfront capital. There's insanely high profit margins. Results come fast. This is an actual bank deposit into my account. Ask the average guru to show you bank deposits into their account, and I think many will show you their sales on Amazon, but they're not going to show you what was actually deposited into their account. This was deposited into my account last year, selling $350,000, actually less than that on one of my Amazon accounts. This is less than $300,000 on Amazon. This is actual bank deposits into my account. Again, a lot of different business models only have a 10% profit margin. Is not the case with books. There's no experience needed. Meet one of my mentors, Steve, who is with his mom, Kathy. And you guys might have seen Steve on social media, YouTube, TikTok. He's always talking about his mom because her story is so inspirational. She was able to retire early, and now she makes $3,000 selling books on Amazon part-time and is officially retired from her job. And I live with Steve. Steve's my roommate, and he's always talking to his mom, and she's always calling him up, and she's like, I just got another book for, $200 profit, and it's really cool. So she's making it work. If she can make it work, you guys can too. Again, the reason why I do this is I get to work my own hours. I get to work whenever I want. I can work wherever I want. There's no shortage of books in America. Amazon is the best place to sell online, period. Here's why. Most of Amazon is third-party sellers like you and me. Amazon doesn't sell most of their products. And Jeff Bezos, in his 2018 stock letter to his stockholders, he said, this is weird, but we don't even sell most of our products anymore. It's third-party people, because people have realized that Amazon is such a powerful sales channel. Such a powerful sales channel. It's got all the attention that all you need to do is find products that have decent demand and list them on this sales channel that has 80% of America's eyes, and they will sell. So this is Amazon's growth over the years of third-party sellers. You see, it used to all be Amazon selling their own products, and now 58% of Amazon is people just like you and me selling their products. Back to Amazon FBA and why it's so amazing. Just to really give you guys some perspective, maybe we have a couple business owners out there. Maybe we have some managers listening today. Comment below if you're a manager or a previous business owner. You guys know what it's like to run a business. You guys have to manage inventory. You guys have to process payments. If you guys are shipping products, you have to track shipments. You have to create reports. God forbid you grow big enough to sell across borders, and you have to figure out the logistics of all that. Amazon does all that for you. Amazon manages the inventory. Amazon processes payments. Amazon tracks the shipments and even handles customer service. I don't think you guys realize how big of a deal this is. Amazon handles customer service. You guys can be in a product-based business, which is already amazing because you don't have to provide a service for anybody. And Amazon handles the customer. You guys don't have to deal with bad customers. How amazing is that? So that's another reason why selling on Amazon Prime using their Fulfillment by Amazon program is amazing. Amazon keeps getting bigger. Have you ever bought something from Amazon? 74% of consumers go to Amazon when they're ready to buy something. That should be keeping retailers up at night. Amazon Prime has more than 100 million US subscribers. 2/3 of American homes have Prime memberships. I bet 2/3 of people watching this video right now have Prime memberships at least. And part of selling FBA is you get that Prime check. So being able to sell on Amazon Prime, you're going to get more sales, more velocity in your inventory. Amazon daily sales are just over $410 million. All you need to do is tap into a tiny fraction of this opportunity to create a wildly successful business and change your life. I know this because it's changed my life, and I turned it into a blueprint that anyone can follow. Here's the blueprint, guys. Take notes, write this down, get out your notepad. Let's start taking action. Scanning, sourcing, listing, optimization, and scaling. You want to master all 5 of these. You don't want to get 1 or 2 of these correct. You want to master 5. And most people get about 3 of these correct. To give credit to the Amazon sellers out there, the reselling book community. But if you really want to create a successful business for the long run that consistently brings in profit each month, you're going to need to master all 5 of these. We're going to go over how to do that today. Before I discovered this, I just graduated college, living with thousands of dollars in debt, living at my parents' house, cutting grass, and working random side jobs. Even though I graduated college, I stared thousands of dollars of student debt in the eye. I was going to go to physical therapy school, and it was going to cost me about $60,000 to go to school. And if I would have graduated physical therapy school, I'd be making about $80,000 a year. But to spend $60,000, go into debt, and on top of that, cost of food and the cost of not working for 3 years and then having to slave away at a job that I may or may not like. Who knows? Maybe I wouldn't like it. That thought scared the crap out of me. It scared me so much that I lived in my car. You guys will see a picture of me living in my car in a second. But I literally moved out of my parents' house, lived in my car, traveled the country because I was like, screw this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I took a year off. And in this year off, this is what I was doing right before I lived in my car. I was sick and tired of being broke, not having my freedom, and feeling like I was a hamster stuck on its wheel, not going anywhere in my life, working these weird jobs. I was working downtown Nashville as a tricycle pedicabber. I was giving people rides on a pedicab. And I was doing this all to avoid student debt. That's how crazy college is these days. I spent hours searching the internet, watching YouTube videos, and make money online blogs on my days off. The problem is that all of these so-called opportunities seemed really sketchy or required thousands of dollars that I did not have to invest in order to get started. So here's a picture of me. I'm like, all right, Mom, I'm tired of living with you, Mom and Dad. I'm moving out, and I'm just going to make it work. I'm going, guys. And I put a canoe on top of my car. And I'm not going to lie and say it was a super fun trip. It had its ups. It had its downs. It wasn't terrible, but I was voluntarily homeless for a few months. And this is what I did. So I went all the way from Nashville to Los Angeles. And the way I was making money was selling books on Amazon. This is the only way out of all the things I've done. I did, like, no joke, since I was like 10 years old, I did like probably 20 plus different entrepreneurial ventures. I asked myself when I graduated college, I was like, what is one thing that has actually brought me a lot of money? And it was selling books on Amazon. And I was selling textbooks. I was selling my friends' textbooks in college. So I was like, I'm just going to keep doing this. So I was going to libraries, colleges, thrift stores, traveling across America in my car. And I end up in Los Angeles, and I'm like, I saw that there was a Turn the Page event. Now that I speak at these events now, but I was like, all right, I'm going to pay a couple $100s and go to this event and see what they have to say about selling books on Amazon. Because I'm making a decent amount of money doing it now, but not enough money, to really take it to the next level and have a big successful business. I was, still homeless in my car. And when I attended the book selling meetup, I met my mentor, Caleb, who shared with me how he was earning over 6 figures per year running a successful book business from his home. And that's when everything changed. I met this guy. He was part of a medical team making 6 figures. He quit his job to sell used books on Amazon. I was like, I got to meet this guy. So I met him. I got his number. I texted him relentlessly for months and figured everything out I could about this book business thing. And today I've sold over $350,000 in 1 year on Amazon, all used books. I recently moved into my dream apartment in Miami, Florida. If I had a webcam on right now, I'd show you guys. I'm a world traveler. I've already been to Puerto Rico and Mexico this year, and I would have traveled more if the whole pandemic didn't happen. I get to mentor hundreds of successful booksellers, and I'm able to help my family and friends because this is literally a skill that anybody can do. So when people come to me and they're like, I want to make some money, I'm like, boom, I got you. Why am I teaching you this? Why am I teaching you guys this? You guys can't guess already. Well, for me, it's impact over income. There's nothing like being able to help others get success. The more money I make my students, the more money I make. You are more likely to buy my educational how-to material, my coaching calls, if you are making thousands a month from what I taught you for free. And again, I have services for Amazon sellers. I've discovered holes in the market. And literally, when you become an Amazon seller, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out with these services that I've created. I get direct messages like this all day. Kaz reached 1 million in sales. He said, your content helped me double my sales comparing to last year. So he was already an Amazon seller, but he started listening to my content. And a lot of the stuff we'll go over later in this webinar, in the scaling portion. And he was able to double his sales from 500,000 a year to over 1 million each year. My desire is to help others change their lives the same way I was able to change mine. And my hope is that you'll see the value in this information and the opportunity that is at hand. Guys, I hang out in circles with a lot of top gurus teaching Amazon, and many of them don't have businesses anymore. Because I'm in the trenches of an Amazon business of my own, I can give you the best information, keep you updated on what's working right now, because I'm literally seeing it every day. If something changes on Amazon, how to list books, how to reprice books, boom, I'm in there. I know what's going on. A lot of these gurus, they don't even know what's going on. They don't even know about the changes of Amazon. And I'm able to help you guys capitalize on this amazing opportunity before us by leveraging the blueprint. On this webinar, you'll discover how to easily leverage simple to use software and technology on your smartphone to make 5,000 plus a month on autopilot, scanning used books to sell on Amazon for extraordinary profits. You'll discover how to consistently source thousands of high profit books at dirt cheap prices or even free that sell on Amazon insanely fast. You'll discover my 10x listing method. You'll learn how to easily list hundreds of profitable books the quickest way possible. You'll discover how to beat the competition by selling books for 25% more profit and twice as fast. And lastly, this is my most passionate topic. You'll discover how to build a scalable book business that is virtually autonomous by leveraging the Fulfillment by Amazon program. Why is this different? There's no importing high-risk products from overseas, from China. There's no waiting 3 to 6 months to make your first dollar, and like most businesses. No ridiculous investments of $5,000 to $10,000 to get started. No insane amounts of competition. Put your fears to rest. What you'll learn today is incomparable. And after this webinar, you will have knowledge of a proven system that generates 5,000 plus a month profit fast for our students. And this is just the start, guys. Okay, so let's dive into this. Scanning books. So I'm sure you guys have seen videos of me scanning. If you guys are here from TikTok, maybe you guys saw Facebook ads. Maybe you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But your ability to find, source, and list profitable books on Amazon is ultimately what determines your success. So that's why we use this software. The faster you can find profitable books and sell on Amazon, the quicker you will have success. The old way of doing this is not using software to make buying decisions and analyzing the price of the book and sales rank yourself. The old way of doing this is studying eBay sold listings and memorizing the books that sold. The old way is developing an eye, and this is probably one of the worst ways to do this. Develop an eye for profitable books. You think you can go in a store and pick books out because you know what they are. That's not the way you want to do this, because people that do it this way are analyzing everything. They're looking at the sales rank, eScore, low used price. They're looking at Amazon buy box, Amazon, the Amazon offer. They're considering all this information. They're like, if the sales rank's less than 3 million, but over $10, I'll purchase the book. They're trying to make all this decision on the fly. And when they do it this way, they look like this because they're in the store or wherever they are getting the book. And they're like, oh, should I purchase the book? Should I not? And they end up wasting so much time that they can't really make that much money. Even if they're making good decisions, they're not going to make that much money because they make decisions so slowly. And here's what typically happens. They don't make money because analysis equals paralysis. The books they purchase are not profitable, and they see little to no growth. So here's what to do instead. The new way of doing this is utilizing simple software that allows you to find hundreds of dollars in profit in less than an hour. You can find profitable books faster and smarter. You only spend money and time on books that are almost guaranteed to sell for a certain amount of money within a specific time frame on Amazon. Here's why it's genius. The app makes the buying decision for you. It tells you which book will be profitable to sell on Amazon. The scanning software, Scout IQ, considers the following. It considers profit, demand, and risk. And you're only buying books that have a history of selling. Plus, this allows you to scan 800 books per hour. And if you're like me, I can scan over 1,000 books per hour. So I challenge you guys. To try and scan over 1,000 books per hour. So this is what the app looks like. You're going to pull out your phone and you're going to, you click on the scan icon in the bottom right-hand corner and you scan the book with your phone, and it comes up with a green decision. Green means profit, or a red decision. Red means no profit. The app considers everything for you. The app literally makes a decision for you. You don't have to stand there and analyze all this crazy information, all these different prices. What is Amazon selling it for? What's the new price? What's the used price? This app considers all of that in there, and it's like, yes, you can make money doing this, or no, you can't make money. So here's a $22 profit book. And when it comes to sourcing books, it's important to have speed on your side. So having an Automoo scanner, I have one right here. You guys can hear that. This scanner allows you to scan books way faster. And all it's doing is it's taking the barcode from the book and putting it in your phone. So you can use your phone doing this. This is a business that all you need to get started is your phone. But I do recommend this Automoo scanner. So write that down. Write down Automoo Mini. That's the name of this. Automoo Mini scanner. So let's do some math. If you can scan 800 books per hour, that's 40 profitable books per hour. Doesn't that make sense if you can go into a store or a library and pull out a scanner and scan 800 books? You're going to pull about 5%. That's where I got that number 40 from. You're going to pull about 5% of the books. Doesn't that make sense that you'll walk out of that library with a lot of profit? If you have 40 books, you just stepped your inventory up 40 units. That's $880 per hour, assuming the average sales price is $22, which is average for a book business. Average sales price for a book business, each unit on average will sell for about $22. So let's subtract the buy cost. Let's say you spent $80 to $100 on the book. So let's say you spent about $1 per unit, or let's say you spent over $2 per unit. That's where, let's go with 100. Let's say you took $100 in buy cost. That's how much you spent. There's also Amazon fees. So let's say Amazon fees are about 20%. Amazon always takes 15%, but FBA fees are going to be more on top of that. That's $880 minus $100 buy cost minus $280 in fees. That's still $500 per hour. Wouldn't it have been nice to know this 5 years ago instead of just now? To have the skill to walk into anywhere with books, libraries, thrift store. We're going to go over all the places to get books. Wouldn't it have been nice to know this 5 years ago instead of just now? Imagine how much money you could have made. You wanted to go out on the weekend with your friends, but you didn't have enough money. All you needed to do was pull out your phone or get a scanner, go to a thrift store, boom, make some money, you're good. So instead of considering all of this, these are important analytics, but instead of having to consider all these yourself, the selling price, the sales rank, the number of sellers, is Amazon on the listing? Are they not on the listing? The app does it all for you and makes a yes or no decision. The software takes the guesswork out of the purchasing process. All you have to do is scan the barcode on the app, and the rest will be handled for you. This is just as fun as gambling, but way less risky. People go into a casino with $400 and they consider it a win if they come out with $400. Isn't that strange? They consider it, if I break even, I won. My grandma does this. She's like, Avery, if I come back home with the same amount of money that I left, I'm happy. And I'm like, what? Doesn't make sense. With this business, instead of rolling the dice, you are guaranteed to make profit if you purchase high demand books. So you can see how this can save you a ton of time and money and make you way more money. right? And having these apps, it's kind of like having a slot machine. So when you go to a casino, you're pulling the slot machine, you see you're looking for the numbers to line up. This literally, guys, this app is addictive. It's going to come up with these noises. It's going to come up with bring if it's profitable. It'll come up with a bad noise if it's not profitable. So be careful, guys. You might get addicted to making money. And saving a bunch of time and money would make a huge impact on your life, would it not? Are you going to commit to using these techniques I teach you today? Are you going to commit to using the software to make smarter decisions instead of just going to the store, crossing your fingers and hoping that the books you purchase are profitable? Comment 1 if so. Remember, guys, I can see all your comments in here. We got a lot of people in here. All right, I see a bunch of ones coming in. I'm seeing some ones from earlier. I see David engaging. Diana's engaging. Even got an F yeah in here engaging. We got Michaela. Awesome, guys. Love it. Priscilla, Mavis. I can see all you guys. Danielle, Anna, Captain 777, Vicky, Bolton. Wow. Awesome, guys. We got a lot of action takers in here. A lot of action takers. A lot of people taking this advice and running with it. Okay, so this is one of the most important sections. So I just broke down the whole scanning, why it's important to use this software. But we're going to go over sourcing right now, which is where to actually find these books. You guys can hear that. My scanner, I just use it as an example. My scanner's going crazy. My scanner wants me to go out and make some money. My scanner's like, why are you here telling people how to do this? Take me out and make some money with me. Okay, so we're going to go over how to buy books at dirt cheap prices or even free that sell on Amazon insanely fast for sometimes 1,000, 1,000,000% ROI, because if you get something for free, the ROI is infinite. The old way of doing this is blindly searching for places with profitable books and praying you find some to sell on Amazon. The old way of doing this is spending 6 to 8 hours a day sourcing books, which gets exhausting, guys. The old way of doing this is relying on a single source, doing what everyone is doing, and not thinking outside the box and being creative. This is people trying to think outside the box. They have a box over their head. They're reading a book called Think Outside the Box, which means this analogy is like what people do. People literally look at each other. They say, oh, this person's doing this. I'm going to do what they're doing. No, that's not the way to do it, guys. You have to think outside the box. You have to go where the competition is not. You can't be like crabs at the bottom of a barrel. Or I like this analogy more. You can't be like walruses in the Arctic. All these walruses are going to the same rock. Now, what do you think is going to happen to these walruses? They're all at the same place. This is a great analogy for how not to do business. You don't want to go where everyone else is going. You don't want to do what everyone else is doing. That's a bad business. An oversaturated business is a terrible business. These walruses didn't know that there was another rock farther away. A little bit farther away, a little bit farther swim, but not too much farther. And this walrus took advantage of it. And that's why he's the king walrus. He's a king walrus because he gets that rock to himself. Him, his girl, his family, whatever. He's chilling there and he's making it work. He's got all the fish in the water to himself, and he doesn't have to compete with hundreds, and it looks like thousands of other walruses. So the techniques I'm going to teach you guys today are called King Walrus strategies. If you guys are going to implement King Walrus strategies, which means thinking outside the box, thinking of ways just to go a little bit further, 1% further, to get hundreds and hundreds of more books, just by thinking a little bit outside the box. I'm going to show you guys all of these techniques, but I need you guys to commit. Comment King Walrus below. If you're a Queen Walrus, you can comment Queen Walrus below. But give me a King or Queen Walrus below. Let's see who we got in here. I'm going to see a bunch of King Walruses coming through in a second. I'll read a couple names out. So who has this worked for? Who have these King Walrus strategies worked for? My student Riley reached $10,000 in sales in 1 month. And, he's a hard worker. He's a hustler. And he's making it work. He just got started, over $10,000 in sales now. So here's some King Walrus strategies. It's all about thinking outside the box. We got William in here. We got My Stuttering Life, Priscilla is a queen walrus. We got a lot of queen walruses in here. We got more queen walruses than king walruses. King walruses, step it up. The queen walruses are taking over the rock. So here are some examples of creative ways to easily source more books without having to compete with hundreds of other booksellers. Getting backroom access. This is the biggest one, guys. If you guys take away one thing from this webinar today, it should be this. Ask, open your mouth. Say, when you're in all these places, we're going to go over all the different places to get books. But when you're in these places, please ask, do you guys have any more books? Can I go to the back room and scan the books you have? And just by asking that question, you're going to triple your business. You're going to triple your inventory. And a lot of people just don't want to ask that question. And all you need to do is be a king or queen walrus and go in there with confidence and ask, and it will work. We're going to go over all the different places to get books in a second, but just know, have backroom access in your arsenal, in your tools. The next way is to build home run relationships with libraries and even thrift stores. Anywhere you go to get books, you want to have home run relationships with those places. Libraries are phenomenal because libraries have such a high inventory of books that they sell. They sell a lot of books to the general public. And if you have relationships with the librarian, the director, whoever, they will call you when they get more books, and you'll be able to get first dibs. You'll be able to be the first one to scan the books, which is huge. Another example of a king or queen walrus strategy is building a book brand that brings books to you. This is how I was able to sell 350,000 in used books last year. It's because I built a brand that brought books to me. I became the book guy. Sourcing colleges and buyback programs. Colleges are hubs for textbooks. Textbooks are some of the most profitable books you can sell on Amazon. So definitely have colleges as an option to source books and buyback programs. You can go to a college campus, ask the head of student affairs or the president, hey, can I set up a table for the day and purchase books from students? Now this is going to take a couple $1,000s if you want to do this, but you go to college for the day, have a bunch of 20s in your lap, set up table, and you just purchase a bunch of textbooks, and you can make 5 figures in one day doing this. So that's this slide right here, guys. You guys should screenshot this slide because this slide has so much value in it. Liquidation deals. Places go out of business. I drove across the country last year when I really started ramping my business up. I went from 16,000 in sales to 20,000 in sales, and then after 20,000 in sales, I never really went back to anything below that. This month, I'm at 67,000 in sales. But what really kind of skyrocketed my sales was liquidation deals. I would go to places going out of business, and now is a great time to pursue places going out of business. And I would go in and purchase all their inventory at 10% retail price and sell them on Amazon. I'd make 10,000 profit in a weekend. Local ads, free books, guys. I have a mentor up in New York who really taught me a lot about sourcing books from the general public. And he does 60,000 a month consistently. His sales are like the same every day. It's pretty inspiring. It's like 2,000 every day just from Craigslist. So that's another opportunity as well. It's a king walrus sourcing strategy. Guys, think about it. There are 129,864,879 books in the world. You guys can definitely find some of those, okay? Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Had to drink some water. Did you guys know thrift stores sell books? Not only thrift stores, but also libraries, other places like this. Write this down, guys. Citydata.com. What this is going to allow you to do is map out your area. And I know we got a couple Florida people in the chat. I saw Florida a couple of times when I asked where you guys were from. And this map is going to show you the wealthy areas. So citydata.com and find the wealth map on their website. and go to the wealthiest places. So use the King Walrus sourcing strategies I'm teaching you guys to go to the wealthy places, the dark purple places. So for Miami, it'd be North Miami-ish. And then south of Miami, Kendall has a pretty good area. But these aren't the only areas to source, but definitely try out the white areas. Those are the poorest areas. But the dark purple areas, rich people read more, and rich people buy more expensive books, and rich people get rid of their books more often than poor people do. So if you go to those areas, that's where you're going to find the really good inventory. To tell you guys an inspirational story about my buddy up in North Miami. You guys know I just moved down here, just moved to Miami from Nashville. He sourced $30,000 in profit next to a dumpster. I'm not joking. He found $30,000 worth of books next to a dumpster because he had a book brand. Someone called him up and said, "Hey, look, I see books by a dumpster, and I know that you sell books." That's why it's important to use King Walrus sourcing strategies and have a book brand. Many people don't know that libraries sell books, guys. We're not going to steal books from libraries. We're going to go and we're going to purchase them. Libraries once a month. Some once a year, some once every 6 months. We'll have a library sale. Some have a library sale every day. Some have an ongoing sale. You guys can go to booksalefinder.com to see the library sales. That's booksalefinder.com. And also just call your local libraries up and see if they have sales. But these are, guys, you guys can make thousands of dollars profit in a day at these places if you scan fast. It's all about scanning fast. Friends of the library. So there's also Friends of the Library, which is what most of the library sales are put on by Friends of the Library. But the library, you guys have to realize the library is different from Friends of the Library. Friends of the Library is a volunteer group that gets donations from the general public. There's church book sales. There's auctions. There's flea markets, direct publisher remainder sales. There's big retail chain clearance bins. There's trash men. There's recyclers. There's professional businesses, lawyers, architects, doctors, professors. Speaking of library sales, I sold a $2,000 Jewish set of rare books that I found. It was on a library cart, and I paid $150 for it, and I sold it for $2,000. And recently, we're going to go over a little bit of online arbitrage. I picked it up on Amazon for $500. You can find jackpots at garage sales and estate sales. Go to estatesales.net. Go to Craigslist.com. Yard Sale Treasure Map app. Have all of these in your arsenal for sourcing books. If you guys ever see books that look like this, they don't have barcodes, but they're generally pretty profitable. So what you're going to want to do is open up Scout IQ, the app I showed you guys earlier, and type in the ISBN or the title, and they will it'll come up with how much profit it is. So you don't need a barcode to determine the profit of the book. Lisa paid $1 for a book about rocket technology that sold for $200. Lisa is a member of my Facebook group, and she shared that with us. Guys, this happens every day. This is the most fun side hustle ever. Check this out. We got this is from a few months ago. This is in June. My balance was, I should take new screenshots because they're even bigger now. I got a $15,000 or $16,000 payout the other day. But at the time, I had a $10,000 payout and my balance was $6,000. So this is all selling used books. Don't even get me started on college campuses. Textbooks sell for hundreds. Textbooks sell between $50 to $300. It's not rare to have an average sales price for your textbooks be $120. I have a friend who started his business knocking on professors' doors, offering them cash for their books. This year, he has already seen $400,000 in payouts. $400,000, not in sales, in his bank account. So when done the new way, when done the King Walrus way, you have more fun and you make more money. Check out my student, Katrina, who used to work at Dairy Queen. Check out her sales after implementing these strategies. She's over $100,000 in a year. Where are you going to find your first 1,000 in profit? Comment below. Comment below where you're going to find it. You're going to find it at a library. You're going to go to a thrift store. What strategies are you going to use? All right, now we're going to go over listing. You guys are going to discover my 10x listing method. You guys will learn how to easily list hundreds of profitable books on Amazon without wasting your entire day. The faster you can list your books on Amazon, the quicker you will scale your business. The old way of doing this is list your books directly on Amazon.com on their extremely slow interface. It's insanely inefficient, and it lacks many of the tools and data necessary to quickly list books and price books for maximum profits. Don't use smart listing software that speeds up the listing process 10x. So this is an old way of doing it. The new way of doing it is list books wherever you are. No more lugging them into your house to be near a computer. List books at lightning speeds. List all the books from your phone. So here's an actual picture of someone using Seller Central to list their books. And here's a picture of someone using the 10x listing method. This is the difference between the two. I've tried countless methods to list books on Amazon, and what I'm going to teach you is by far the fastest method. We're going to be using Acceleralist, and one of the benefits of using Acceleralist is it shows you sales updates every month. So it'll give you a total of what your sales are, what your average sales price is, gives you some pretty cool analytics. It also allows you to create custom SKUs. So whenever you get your books, you know exactly where you got the book from. You know who you got it from. Did you get it from David Smith? Did you get it from Goodwill? Did you get it from the library down the road? Whatever. So you're going to have, instead of taking all of these books, let's say you live on the third floor of an apartment. I came up with this strategy when I was traveling in New England. I was sourcing books up that way. And I was tired of bringing books to the third floor of my apartment. So instead, what I did was I scanned all the books into my phone using the nifty little scanner, the Notamu scanner. And now I have them in my phone so I can walk up the steps with my phone instead of walking up the steps with hundreds of books. I was able to list 1,000 books in a few hours with this method. That's $23,000 in sales in books. And this is what it's going to look like. This is what a completed shipment looks like. Once you get the shipment done, you can ship it out the door. You just pack it up in boxes. So I traveled all the way from Nashville to Columbia, South Carolina. And in one weekend, I packed up over $10,000 in profit in one weekend. I was salsa dancing at a bar in Nashville, heard about a liquidation deal, drove all the way over here. You guys don't have to do this. It just shows how crazy I am. I was so gung-ho over this business when I first started. And I made $10,000 profit. So I literally drove from Nashville to Columbia, and without this technique, the 10x listing method, I wouldn't have been able to make that work. So if you guys want to learn more about that method, you can go to Romer the Romer. That's ROMER, THE, and then Romer, ROAMER.com/10x. That's the number 10, 10x. And I have a whole complete free mini course on how to use that method. If I went into detail with that today, we wouldn't have enough time to get through all the other material. But you can see how this method can save you hours, can't you? And saving hours allows you to spend more time growing your business or spending time on the beach, doesn't it? Comment 1 if you commit to listing books the fast way, not the slow. Okay, now we're going to go over optimization. So you guys already know how to scan the books. You guys already know how to source the books. You guys have access to listing. I also have a free listing video on YouTube as well. So you guys know how to list the books. Now it's time to optimize your business and make as much money off the books that you worked hard to get and sell them faster than your competition. So here's the secret. You're going to price against FBA offers. And here's why it's genius. Amazon tries to keep prices low to keep customers happy, and sellers suffer as a result. This strategy allows us to maximize profits by pricing strategically. We are able to price books competitively against FBA prices. Okay? The old way of doing this was manually reprice all your books every day and waste hours and hours of time. You would sit down, you'd be like, okay, this book is $13. I'm going to price it to $15, blah, blah, blah. You let your books turn from profitable to trash because they sit too long in your inventory. You waited too long to reprice them. You rely on blind softwares that end up selling your inventory far too cheap. So Amazon wants their prices to be cheaper. So they make it a little bit difficult for us resellers, but I'm going to go over a technique you can use today to really increase your profits. So you're going to be using smart repricing software to reprice fast. You're going to be patient and wait for the cheap sellers to sell out so you can maximize profit. You're going to save time by only repricing every 2 weeks and automate and delegate it. You're going to maximize the prime bump. So you guys have seen this prime check on Amazon. That means it's an FBA seller. This is different from a merchant seller. That's someone selling it directly from their house to the customer. Remember the FBA program, we're going to send it to Amazon first. So by sending it to Amazon first, we're going to be able to price the book for 20% more. So because we can price the book, let's say you send in a book that's $100, you can now price this book at $120. And a lot of people will complain about the FBA fees. And it's like, no, you're actually making more money by selling it FBA because now you're selling the book for $120 instead of selling it for $100. So yes, the fees are more with Prime, but you can sell the book for 20% more and sometimes 50% more, sometimes way more. So you're doing more by doing less by using Amazon Prime. I made an extra $64.48 on this book because I priced at the top of the Prime bump. So the lowest offer was $128. So this is someone selling it from their house or maybe a business selling it from their warehouse. They were selling it for $128. The Prime price, my price, was $193. So there was a $64 difference, and I capitalized on that just because I knew that I could come in. I knew that I didn't have to compete with the lowest price. I had the Prime check. I'm using Fulfillment by Amazon. So not only did I not have to ship the book myself, I made an extra $60 shipping it. So the way you want to do this is use repricing software. So you want to use a combination of repricing software, and you want to make sure you program it correctly to price at the top of the Prime bump. So it's important to remember that out of all the Amazon prices, you only care about Prime offers. And once you get this set up correctly, you're going to look like this guy. You're going to open up your phone and you're going to be smiling because you're going to see your Amazon sales are just going through the roof. You're selling books for more profit because you're pricing competitively. Instead of pricing against the lowest offer, which is what Amazon wants you to do, you're only competing against Prime. And when you only compete against Prime, you get much more money for your books. So this is a good analogy. Everybody's waiting in line for the sale. Let's pretend this is an Amazon listing. These are all the people, you guys will go to Amazon listing. All the same people are selling the same book, right? There's hundreds of people out there selling books. So it's important to not be at the front of the line, because if you're at the front of the line, you're going to sell the book for far too cheap. But you don't want to be at the back of the line either. Normally there's a guy at the back of the line selling the book for like $1,000. And I don't know why he's selling the book for $1,000, but there's always someone selling the book for $1,000. Go check it out on Amazon after this webinar. There's always someone selling the book for way too expensive. So you want to be somewhere in between these two guys. You want to be closer to the front. So let's pretend the first person selling it for 10. The second person selling it for 11. The third person selling it for 20. So the third person selling the book for $20, when the first two people sell out, the $11, the $10 book and the $11 book, the $20 book is the next one in line. So you guys can make an extra $10 by being a little bit patient. So now you're at the top of the Prime gap is what I call it, the Prime bump. So the lowest offer might be $10. Someone selling it from their house. The second lowest offer, it doesn't even matter if it's Prime or not Prime. They're going to sell out. And when they do sell out, you're going to be able to sell yours for much more profit. So remember, two things. Compare Prime prices to Prime prices only, and look for these price gaps. So if your prime competition is selling it for far too cheap and you know you can sell it for more, let's say the third or fourth person in line has what I call a significant gap, you can come in at the top of the gap and make way more money. So be patient and wait in line for more profit. This is great because you're going to experience larger Amazon payouts. Your payouts on Amazon, you get paid on Amazon every 2 weeks. They're going to be much larger. Looking for price gaps made me an extra $331 on one book. I programmed my software and I had it go out, and we use New Price and Reprice It. So write those two things down. So this was with New Price. I had one of my assistants repriced the book for me, and she was looking for the prime bumps, and she went in and priced it an extra $331, and the book sold the next day. So if we would have left it at the price and didn't use these pricing strategies, we would have lost $331. So I made an extra $700 on this set of books because of the prime bump. So back to the prime bump thing, the lowest offer was $1,300. That was just someone selling it directly to the customer. I shipped this to an Amazon warehouse. I got that prime check. People are much more willing to pay a lot of money for the when the book has the prime check next to it. They want that fast shipping. They want that 2-day shipping. They were willing to pay an extra $700 for my book, all because I had the prime check, all because I used Amazon FBA. So here's an actual picture of my Seller Central account. I sold that biology book I showed you guys earlier that I made an extra $64 on. Sold 2 of those. So I made $120 extra by using smart repricing strategies. Wouldn't it be nice if you got larger, consistent payouts from Amazon? You can see how using this technique can increase profits 25%, can't you? Comment 1 if you commit to selling your books for maximum profit by looking for price gaps. Comment 1 below. Make it a reality. All right, we're going to go over scaling. This is my favorite topic right here. This is my favorite topic to cover because this is really what separates the beginner sellers from the advanced sellers. We're going to go over how to build a scalable business that is virtually autonomous and utilize Amazon FBA as leverage. So what other people won't tell you about scaling is it's 80% psychology and only 20% strategy. So you have to be thinking, I want to scale. You have to be thinking, I want a book business that generates money while I'm not there. I want a book business that is going to grow. Again, guys, people are implementing these strategies, and I get direct messages, I get emails, I get text messages, people on Facebook. Once you start implementing these strategies, go in the Facebook group, share your experience with them. It's really inspiring. So why is this important? Why is it important to scale? It's important to scale because you create sustainable, predictable income. You have more fun by focusing on what you enjoy in your business, and you make more money. That's why this is important. The old way of not scaling, the old way of running a business is like this. You find a strategy that kind of works, and you continue doing the same thing over and over for years. Your business only operates when you show up to work. You focus on quick wins rather than home run long-term sources that bring profits each month. The old way of doing this is you give into fears. You say, I don't have time. I'm a full-time graduate student. I have a full-time graduate student and a mother that sells $500,000 on Amazon each year. Don't tell me you don't have time to do this. That's a limiting belief. So people give into the limiting beliefs. They say they give into the conversation in their head of, I don't have time. And if you believe you don't have time, you don't have time. They give into the fear of, I can't find enough inventory. That's why you utilize King Walrus sourcing. If you make a commitment to using King Walrus style sourcing every day, you are never going to be short on inventory. They give into the fear of all the softwares cost too much. Softwares are an investment, but bare bones, you can start with just the Scout IQ app, which is $44 a month. You don't even have to get AccelerList, but I recommend getting AccelerList because it allows you to list way faster. But bare bones, you can start with Scout IQ. Too many restricted categories. That's another fear people give into. Not for books. There's not that many restricted categories for books, just textbooks. And as I said earlier, I have services that help the growing community. I help people sell restricted categories. I have a business called restrictedinventory.com. So that's why I was saying, if you guys get value from this, free content, come and use my services. And don't give into these fears if there's too many restricted categories. It doesn't help your growth at all. Don't give into the fear of fees are too high. So I'm not even gonna try because the fees are too high. Guys, we're only purchasing books that sell. We're only purchasing books according to the app that have, number one, they have demand, and number two, they have profit. The book makes profit. That's important. But it's also important that the book sells. So if those two things exist, we're picking the book up. And the app already factored in the fees. So we're just looking at profit. So don't give into the fear of fees are too high. Again, no time. I had to add this one in twice because people use this as the biggest excuse. If you work a 40-hour work week, you still have so many hours awake. I don't even know. I should know the number off the top of my head, how many hours you have awake. But let's say you get off work at 5, and let's say you go to sleep at 10. You have 5 hours from when you get off work to go out and hustle and make it work. Here's another fear/excuse for people that never take action and they never really get to scale. They have a job and they say, I can't start a business because I have a job. Having a job is like gasoline on the fire for a book business. The more money you make, the more money you can invest into your business. So if you guys have more money to invest, you're going to have a larger inventory, larger Amazon payouts, and overall faster growth. Is this still a viable business model with COVID? This has been the biggest fear/excuse that has prevented even existing booksellers from scaling. So I just want to break this down real quick. Online sales were 12% of the market before COVID. After COVID, they became 52% of the market. So this whole COVID thing has made it better. It was already a great opportunity before, but it's an even better opportunity now. Amazon makes 38% of online sales, and that was before COVID. So Amazon made up 38% of online sales before COVID. After COVID, Amazon makes 60% plus of online sales. So that excuse of, the pandemic's ruined everything. No, it's made it better. It was a wonderful opportunity before COVID. And this pandemic proof, I like that word, this pandemic proof business model became more profitable during a recession. And how many people, and many people out there are just hiding in fear. Many people aren't taking action. That's actually the best time to take action. There's so much opportunity right now because books, these places, thrift stores, libraries, they're having an excess of books and a deficit of people purchasing them. So there's a ton of opportunity to go out there and get it. So the new way of scaling is not giving into the fears and focusing on replenishable sources that can bring profit time and time again. The new way of doing this is building systems around sourcing, listing, and repricing so your business operates smoothly without you. The new way of doing this is easily delegate tasks so you aren't wasting your time working in your business. You build connections with libraries. You establish a golden route. You map out every thrift store, library around you, and you know where to go to get the most books, to get the most profitable books. This is I got added in a store the other day. This guy bought a 10-cent book that sold for $165. There's so much opportunity out there, and people will love you for your service. the number one thing to focus on is systems. You have to develop a system for sourcing. You have to develop a system for listing, and you have to have a system for repricing. If you master all three of these, you have a book business that operates in your absence. This is how you scale, guys. You take books, you put them through your systems, through your funnel, and money comes out. All the gears in your business turn smoothly from finding the book to making it available for purchase on Amazon to listing it and sending it to Amazon FBA and repricing it accordingly. The missing component of most Amazon booksellers neglect are systems. You want to have a system for consistently getting books. When you guys utilize King Walrus strategies, you guys want to have a system to consistently get 200 books a week, 300 books a week, whatever your goal is, and then have a system to make them available for purchase on Amazon. Most entrepreneurs work themselves to death because they don't focus on scalable methods. But if you guys focus on systems, if you guys focus on King Walrus strategies, if you guys focus on listing the books 10x faster, if you guys focus on pricing the books for the most profit possible, you're going to have way more free time because you've developed systems that work, and you're going to have way more money. So far on this webinar, we've covered a lot. We've covered scanning, sourcing, listing, optimization, and scaling. So we've covered a lot today. Do you feel more comfortable harnessing the power of finding and selling used books on Amazon? Were you happy you came to the webinar today? Let me know, King and Queen Walruses. Do you realize the cutting edge advantage that you guys now have? You guys now have the cutting edge advantage. You guys have the King and Queen Walrus advantage in the market if you use these book selling techniques properly. The King Walrus sourcing strategies. Think outside the box, guys. Can you see yourself using what I showed you today and start or grow your Amazon business? Even if you just use a tiny fraction of what I showed you, would you say our time was well spent? Would you like to spend even more time together, going even deeper into the strategies to find books and maximize profits in the business? Let me ask you guys a question. We've covered a lot today, but it's hard to go into detail when I only have a limited amount of time on a webinar. So is it okay if I present to you guys a product I've been working the past 6 months on that have gotten my students crazy results? We have over 100 members in this product. It's called the Book Business Blueprint, and people are already seeing rapid results. So let me know. Type yes below if it's okay for me to get into this. And yeah, I'll give you guys a second for that. I can see you guys in the comments. I see Veronica saying yes, Shannon saying yes, Anna saying yes, Ria. And guys, I'm going to get to all the questions after this. So I see someone asking questions about software. I'm about to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get into all these questions. So if you guys have questions, ask them and we'll get to them. Okay, so I had two choices before making this product called the Book Business Blueprint. The first option was I could have gone as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible. It wouldn't really incentivize me to stack the value though. The second option requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. So I went with the second option. It required, months and months of my time, but guys, seriously, it's my goal to have 100 full-time Amazon sellers. So I really over-delivered on this. Magdie's part of my Book Business Blueprint group. She sold a $699 book that she got for $2 using King Walrus sourcing techniques. Marvin is on pace for 9,000 this month. He sent me a screenshot. He's already at 4,500 and the month is halfway through. This is back in January. Brandon, who worked at McDonald's, is already at 2,400 in sales. So this course is jam-packed with 70 plus videos. We have different modules from just getting started. We go in depth on, if you're still confused about the scanning software, it's pretty simple to use, but we go over how to use that, how to set up different triggers, what profit triggers you want to set to make sure the app's making the correct decisions. We go over listing the books, making the books available for purchase on Amazon. We go over scaling. So once you really start seeing, a couple $1,000s in profit coming in, how to take what you're doing and scale it to the next level. That's what I'm most passionate about. And that's what the last few modules really focus on scale. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to get access to all my sourcing strategies that built my $350,000 book business. You're going to get direct access to me in our private community, a $2,997 value. You're going to get my complete repricing template, a $997 value. You're going to get my step-by-step blueprint with over 70 information-packed videos for starting a book business, a $3,500 value. The total value comes out to $8,991. And these techniques, they work. They work, guys. This is Kurt. He sent me a screenshot, 5,000 in sales. He said, this was a lot of fun. William, who has over 5 kids, messaged me. We are on pace for 13,000 this month. So what you're going to get, you're going to access to all my sourcing strategies, a $1,497 value. Everywhere I get books, I'm giving away all my King Walrus sourcing techniques, and we go in depth. You're going to get direct access to me in our private community. I put this at a $2,997 value because I know that when you guys are in that group, whenever you guys have questions, if you just post in this private Facebook group, someone else who has seen success in that area is going to help you. If they don't help you, I come in and I answer the question. So you guys will get tons of value out of that. You guys are going to get complete access to my repricing template. So you guys don't even have to come up with a repricing template at all. It's all figured out. All that price gaps I was talking about, pricing at the top of the prime bump, all that's done for you. We have software. I teach you guys how to use the software, how to program it, and you literally just punch in some numbers and get the templates running, and then it'll start repricing your inventory for you. You're gonna get my step-by-step blueprint with over 70 information-packed videos for starting a book business. Start to finish, we have over 7 modules in this course, and it's got a ton of information. The total value comes out to $8,991. So here's the first module. The first module is getting started selling books on Amazon FBA. So you're gonna learn all of this stuff from triggers to setting up Scout IQ. You're gonna learn how to list books fast to sell on Amazon FBA. So you're gonna learn how to find the books, how to clean them, prep them, how to identify counterfeit books. All the stuff you need to know about listing books is included in the course. Sourcing books for huge profits, where to find the books, super easy technique that my mentor used to get 60,000 in books per month. You're gonna learn how to create shipping labels, all these different King and Queen Walrus sourcing techniques. You're gonna learn how to scale your business as well. So you're gonna learn how to, once you get everything going, how to take that to the next level, how to go from 1,000 in sales to 10,000, how to go from 10,000 to 100,000. At the end, we'll go over tracking and measuring your business, because you cannot manage what you cannot measure. And then we're going to go over really managing your book business. We're going to have a repricing overview. We're going to talk about automating your repricing, how to deal with long tail inventory. There's something called stranded inventory. We'll go over how to fix that. And then we'll go over how to make money selling restricted books. So categories that you're restricted in. You'll also get, as a bonus, you're going to get access to my happy customer template. So you don't have to deal with customer service, but it is good to reach out to customers sometime, because if they leave you a negative review, you're going to want to fix that. So you don't have to deal with customers unless you want to make your account, unless your account's suffering some negative feedback or something like that. You can come in and fix that. Everybody who watched the webinar today is going to get access to the 50 book niches. But that's also included in the course. And then you're going to get access to how to set up triggers for Scout IQ before sending your inventory to restrictedinventory.com. So you can see why all of this is a good deal at $19.97. Over 70 information-packed videos, 7 modules on how to build a book business step by step. But today, You can get started for just $497. Now, hold on, guys. Before you go and check out, the link is below. I'm going to give you guys a $100 off coupon for listening to me for the last hour and a half. You guys are really patient. Everybody that goes and takes action right now is going to get $100 off. And that's just for being here at the webinar. This code is going to work for the next couple hours. So make sure to go in there and use 100 off. So that code's going to be available for a little while. But these bonuses are only going to be available for like the next half hour. So I'm going to give you guys some bonuses because you guys were here today. And this is to give you guys incentive for everybody who took action. The price is increasing to $997 soon. This is just the other day, Kyle in my Facebook group, he said, gotta love textbook season. He's already at 7,100 in sales. He sold $700 in books in one day. Tammy sends me a message using online arbitrage. She said, we are now online arbitrage only to support digital nomad life, reinvesting all profits in the inventory and growing significantly each month. Selling is now 1,000 per day. So she's selling 1,000 books a day using online arbitrage. Mike messaged me. He said, I was awarded the proposal for the library, 8,000 plus books using King Walrus sourcing strategies. That's what it comes down to. Howard Mays said, this is after 3 months of taking your course. He passed 6,000 in sales in the last 30 days. We have Steve in my Facebook group saying, morning all. Today's a good day. While working a full-time job and knowing nothing about selling books 2 months ago, he's about to hit 1,000, his first 1,000 in sales in 30 days. My goal is to have 100 full-time Amazon sellers. I already have 5. And one thing I noticed that all of them have in common is they are fast action takers. These are very decisive people. So I'm going to give you guys a couple bonuses, and I'm going to give you guys 30 minutes to take action on these bonuses. So here, let's get into this. There's some pretty good bonuses coming up, guys. We have, so this one, I'm going to put the timer on the screen so you guys can see. When this timer's out, the bonuses are expired, okay? Let me go back real quick. The first bonus is you're going to get text access to me for 1 month. Now, if you guys remember, what really allowed me to scale my business fast was meeting my mentor, Caleb Roth. Meeting him, being able to text him, sometimes even call him, a couple times meet him in person. But really texting him and being able to get a quick yes or no, like, hey, should I do this? No. Hey, should I do this? Yes. Hey, I'm running into this problem. How do I fix this? And he, like, instead of it taking me a week to figure it out, it would take me a second. So you guys are going to get instant text access to me for 1 month where I answer all your questions, which enable you to grow your business at lightning speed. This is a $1997 value. If you guys don't get at least $2,000 out of this, out of being able to text me, an expert Amazon bookseller who sold over $700,000 in books since last January, then I want to give your money back to you, because I promise, whenever you have issues, whenever you have questions, whenever you want to know if you're going in the right direction or not, I'm here to help you. This is 30 days. You'll have text access to me, to my phone, where I will reply to every text within 48 hours. So this bonus is for the first 30 people. So the first 30 people who purchase in the first 30 minutes are going to get access to this bonus. Okay, guys, this is one of the members that texted me said, you're trying to recruit 100 people to do this full time, correct? And I said, yep, let's get you full time. And he sent me a batch of his first batch, getting his books out. And he said, I'm going to be your next full-time student. So there's a lot of people out there being ambitious, getting after it, and getting results, or making this happen. Sorry, this timer. Need to come up with a good system for this timer. I'm talking about systems all the time. Need to come up with a good system for the timer. This offer is not available at any other time or place. You guys aren't going to be able to text me After this webinar is over, after that clock's up, let me get that clock back up on the screen. You guys aren't going to be able to text me. This is a limited time offer. Let me get this timer. Sorry, guys, having technical difficulties here. I might just have to keep an eye on the time. So it is 4:30 right now. That timer app's kind of weird. Hemo Hustles on Instagram is already at 11,000 in sales. He's 11,000 in sales. Guys, people all day on Instagram are screenshotting their sales, sending them to me and be like, look, I made this work. It motivates me. It motivates me to take action. Daddy Hustler out of Texas, making it happen. So bonus number 2 is a 20-minute video call with me. This is a $997 value. You guys are going to get 20 minutes of my time face-to-face. And this is for the first 20 people that sign up. So for the first 20 people that sign up, you're going to get access to me via video call. So 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock during the weekdays, I dedicate my time to video calls with you guys. And this is, guys, again, being able just to talk to someone, see it's real, sit down with, a 6-figure bookseller. And this isn't to toot my own horn. I'm just being real with you guys. Like, that's what made me successful. Being able to go to these networking events and be around other people who are actually successful. So you guys are going to have, you guys can write down 100 questions and bang them out in that 20-minute period. Maybe you should text some of them to me before. But this is our time together. So you guys are going to get a 20-minute video call with me. That's a $997 value. This is for everybody that purchases on this webinar. We got about 25 minutes left for these bonuses. Eddie, one of my full-time Amazon sellers, so we set a goal of $7,000 and went over that by almost $700. Again, what you guys are going to get is access to all my sourcing strategies that built my $350,000 per year book business. You're going to get direct access to me and our private community. You're going to get my complete repricing template, A to Z. You're going to get my step-by-step blueprint with over 70 information-packed videos for starting a book business, a $3,500 value. And on top of that, you guys are going to get instant text access to me, a $1,997 value, a 20-minute video call with me, a $997 value, a total value of $11,000, $985, all for $497. And if you guys use that 100OFF 100 off code, it brings it down to $397. So 100 off is going to bring that down. If you guys still have questions, if you guys are on the fence, maybe you don't know if this business is for you or not, call our secure voicemail line at 931-682-6099 and leave a detailed message with your full name, address, phone number, and credit card number and expiration, and we will return your call tomorrow and confirm and process your order and answer any questions. We're not going to charge your card, but this is just for people who are kind of on the fence. You want to enroll in the Book Business Blueprint. You want to change your life. But there's just maybe you guys have a couple questions and you want to talk to me and my team directly. So call that number, leave a voicemail with everything, all that information I just said, and we'll give you a call back tomorrow. We're not going to process it until we get your consent, but we'll answer any questions you have via the phone. So this is bonus number 3, and this is just for the first 10 people that sign up in this 30-minute window. Is you're going to get a 30-minute free business consultation call with me. So this is a $2,000 value. If you guys get off the phone with me and don't feel like you got at least $2,000 in value, that you can grow your business at least by $2,000 in profit, I want you to have your money back. So all you need to do to get started is go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. And you guys are going to get access to all these bonuses. You guys are going to get access to me, to the private Facebook group, to the course, to over 70 information-packed videos. And guys, this price is increasing to $997 soon. I keep saying I want to put this at $997. I have a partner who helped me make this course. I'm in all the videos, but he helps out with back-end stuff. He's one of my mentors, I said, dude, let's raise the price already. Like the course is already worth $997. He's like, no, let's keep it down for a little bit longer. So the price is going to go up soon, guys. Worst case scenario, if all this did was give you the skill to consistently take $100 and turn it into $1,000 every week, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you a hobby, instead of going to the casino, this is more fun than going to the casino, give you a hobby that makes you money, would it be worth it? If all this did was allow you to make money anywhere in the United States or Europe or Canada, would it be worth it? Get started now at bookbizblueprint.com/now. What's the ability to turn $100 into $1,000 worth to you? 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 more? How much more money are you going to make over the next 5 years with this skill? Go to bookbizblueprint.com/now to get started and to get access to all the course material. Again, guys, I'm about to get into Q&A in a second, but I just want to remind you guys of everything you're going to get today. You're going to get access to all my sourcing strategies that built my $350,000 book business, a $1,497 value. You're going to get direct access to me and our private community, a $2,997 value. You're going to get my complete repricing template, A to Z, which is like a done-for-you repricing solution. You're going to get my step-by-step blueprint with over 70 information-packed videos for starting a book business, a $3,500 value. On top of that, you're going to get instant text access to me, a $1,997 value. You're going to get a 20-minute video call with me, which is a $997 value, and a half hour long phone call for $1,997. So all this comes out to $11,985. All you need to do is to get started, go to bookbizblueprint.com/now to enroll in this $497 course. All you need to do is use the coupon code 100OFF, 100OFF, to get that discount for being on this webinar. You guys can see the results my students have achieved. They from Ben, 20,000 in 1 month as a high school student. Tim, 320,000 in 1 year. And Kaz, over $1 million in a year. If you achieve half the results my average student does, then you would have a business that generates 5,000 plus per month. What you're going to get is access to all my sourcing strategies that built my $350,000 book business, direct access to me in our private community, my complete repricing template A to Z, my step-by-step blueprint for starting a book business, instant text access to me, a 20-minute video call with me, and a half-hour-long phone call. Go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. This is an $11,985 value. You guys can enroll for less than $500 today. Get started now for just $497. Not even $497, $397 if you guys use that coupon code 100OFF. Bookbizblueprint.com/now. Now you had two choices. I had two choices in making the course. Now you guys have two choices. The first option is do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. And the second option is pony up this investment today compared to all the value you'll get in return and just give it a shot. If it works, great. If not, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. I have a 15-day guarantee. Sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 14 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now. Just let me know and we'll give you your money back. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it does half of what I've claimed today on this webinar, will pay for itself 150 times over in a year. Other opportunities to sell on Amazon can take months to see results. With this, you get money in your bank account on month number 1. This is different than drop shipping. It's different than wholesale. It's different than all these other models. because you get money in your bank account in the first month of doing this. Go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. We got, I can see people who are enrolling, and I will let you guys know when the bonuses expire. We got Rachel in here. We got William in here. Much love, guys. I really look forward to working with you guys and speaking with you guys, seeing your beautiful faces. We got, who else we have in here? We have Drew, looks like. We got Kayla, Donovan, welcome. We got Tech Arc in here. Look forward to working with all of you guys. So before I give you guys access to the 50 book niches, I want to give you a profit guarantee. If you don't make $1,000 profit, I will pay you twice as much of the value of this course. That's right. So you guys paid $397 today. I'll pay you $397 twice if you guys don't make $1,000 profit. Okay. The only thing I ask is that you must go through 100% of the course and source at least 300 books at using the 7-day challenge triggers. So I have triggers for Scout IQ. These triggers are the triggers that help you source the most profitable books. And if you guys set those triggers on your phone, you go out, you find 300 books to sell. If you guys don't make at least $1,000 profit, I'll pay you. I will pay you twice as much. And this offer stands for your first 90 days in business. So your first 90 days in business, if you don't source at least 300, if you guys don't get at least $1,000 profit, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to make you get at least $397 profit, because I'm going to pay you twice as much as what you paid for this course. Guys, again, I'm nothing special. I'm not good at creating algorithms for managing all my inventory. I don't have decades of business experience, and I don't have investors begging to give me money for my business, but I can still sell $350,000 a year in used books. Again, this is everything you're going to get. Access to all my sourcing strategies that built my $350,000 book business, direct access to me in our private community, my complete repricing template A to Z, my step-by-step blueprint for starting a book business, instant text access to me, a 20-minute video call with me, half-hour-long video call with me for the first 10 people. Looks like we got 2 spots left on that 30-minute phone call. So the next 2 people that join are going to get access to this. Let's see what this timer is at. We have approximately 14 minutes left for you to take action and make this happen. There we go. Timer's working now. All right, guys. Okay, we got some confusion about the first, about the phone calls. Okay, so we've had about 10 people sign up. We got 13 minutes left. I'm going to do a special offer. My schedule is super busy, but I do have time from 5 to 7 every afternoon the next month to do these phone calls. So what I'm going to do is everybody who purchases in the next 13 minutes, you're going to get access to all the bonuses. So we're going to take away the first 10 people, and we're going to give that to everybody who purchases right now. So everyone who purchases in the next 30 minutes is going to get that 30-minute phone call with me. So you guys can get started on this course for $397 if you use the 100OFF code. All you have to do is go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. Javier, I got a screenshot from him. He sold $2,074 in 1 month. Really just getting started. He's just getting started. That's probably his first month selling on Amazon. Again, guys, I get direct messages on Instagram all day. People thanking me for, the content I put out there, the free content. You guys saw the free content today. Imagine if this helped you guys out this much. Imagine what my paid content could do for you. There's also an option to get a no interest if paid in full in the first 6 months on purchases of $99 or more when you check out with PayPal credit. So we do have that option. I highly, highly recommend, guys, that if you have the cash, pay cash. I'm not a huge fan of debt. I help people get out of debt. That's what this whole business model is about. But if you're confident in yourself and you really, you're going to take action and you're going to take this advice and run with it, and you're not just going to open the course once and never revisit it again, this could be a good option for you because you're basically getting a free loan for 6 months. It's 0% interest. It will pull your credit, so be careful with that. Look into, the terms and everything about that. But it is, if you guys apply for it, it is 0% interest for 6 months. $397 is super, super cheap for a course like this. Again, we're going up to $997 soon. So I might, harp on this more for people and even recommend it, once we get up to $997. But again, guys, be smart. Be smart with what you do. Okay, guys, for everybody that stayed to the end, you are going to get access to the 50 profitable book niches that I use in my business. And here it is. Go to bit.ly/50 book niches, and you'll get access to that. So we got 11 minutes left. So I'm going to jump into some Q&A. I'm going to leave this on the screen here. Again, guys, use the coupon code 100OFF to get access to the course. We got 10 minutes left for all those bonuses. So let's get into some Q&A now. All right, we got 67 people in here. Looks like my assistant was helping out answering some questions. Real quick. So yeah, I'm going to, wow, we got a lot of questions in here. I'll start from the top, just like my promise. I'll answer all questions. If my assistant answered the question, I'm going to go past it. Isn't shipping books expensive? No, shipping books is so cheap to Amazon. We end up paying about 20 to 25 cents a pound. Recently in my business, I've scaled to the point where I ship pallets of books out. I ship pallets of books out every week, and we pay about 10 cents per pound. So that's incredibly cheap, guys. If you ship a book to your grandma, you're going to pay a good rate for USPS is going to be like 60 cents, 65 cents, 70 cents a pound. You're likely going to pay way more than that. So Amazon allows us to have very cheap shipping rates via UPS. If you guys use UPS to ship packages to your grandma, you're going to be paying $3 per pound. So paying less than 25 cents per pound is incredibly cheap. Okay, let's see what other questions we got in here. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go to more recent questions because it looks like my assistant was answering a lot of questions below. So I'm gonna work my way up. So what was the link for the 50 book niches? It's bit.ly/50 book niches. I'll pan back to this page real quick for you guys. 50 book niches right there. All right, guys. Amber says, I purchased it as well, taking a leap of faith. Much love, Amber. Really look forward to working with you. We got 2 Ambers in here just paid. Nice. A lot of Ambers to work with. We got a lot of Queen Walruses in here today. I love it. Did I make it to 10? Again, Amber, anybody who purchases in the next 8 minutes and 17 seconds will get access to all the bonuses, which is a half-hour-long phone call with me. And these bonuses will probably, after this webinar, these bonuses will probably never be offered again. If I'm just going to be real with you guys, because I'm running out of time. And I know I have time in my schedule over the next month. But after that, guys, it's going to be tough. We got Q4 coming up. I got to focus on my business. I got to focus on making 100 people full-time Amazon sellers by spreading the word, spreading the information. And I just don't think that I'll be able to keep doing this for that much longer. So for everybody that gets in today, congratulations. what is a training manual that is additional $197? So for anyone that's purchasing the course, you're going to get everything I just talked about, all the bonuses, but I do have other products as well, including my employees manuals. So I actually sell my employees manuals for the cheap price of $197, which took me months to fine tune. So you guys will actually see a whole video breaking down that if you guys are interested in scaling your book business. Okay. Can you please tell me if the instructions are available online or if it comes in DVDs? You guys are going to get instant access to the course. So if anybody that purchases in the next 6 minutes and 55 seconds, you're going to get complete access to the videos. You'll be able to access all the modules of over 70 information-packed videos. And you're also going to get access to the text message instantly, or in the next couple of days, we'll text you a number, or we'll email you a number rather. And then you're going to get a link to set up a Zoom call with me. And you'll also get a link to set up a phone call with me, since now everybody is getting that. And it looks like I'm going to be doing quite a few phone calls. I'm going to be doing quite a few phone calls, but I really do love talking with you guys. It's such a pleasure. How do we sign up again, says Amber? Go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. Sorry, I'm working my way up the comments. Alex said he just purchased. Look forward to working with you. Flowcash is reaffirming there is a 15-day refund guarantee. So if you guys don't feel like you got if you guys don't feel like you got $15 out of this, if you guys feel like you did not get at least $1,000 in value, if you guys feel like it's not for you, 15-day refund guarantee. So keep that in mind. And again, I'm going to stick by that profit guarantee. If you guys, for anybody that goes out there, sets the triggers on their phone and they don't make $1,000 in profit from this business, you guys are going to get not only the price of the course you paid, but you're going to get that back on top of that. So I'm literally going to pay you twice as much as you paid for the course. Just follow the rules. You have to source 300 books, and you have to set the triggers that I recommend. We got 5 minutes left, guys. Okay, we got Kayla saying, I'm trying to purchase an order, and every time I hit complete, it says to buy more stuff, or no thanks, I'll pass. Yeah, so after you guys purchase, the Book Business Blueprint is the course I was talking about. I do have other products that you will get offered, but the price you pay today is $397 if you use that $100 off coupon code. We got 4 minutes and 37 seconds left for everybody. Okay, let's see what other questions we have in here. Pamela is asking, what is a secret script? So in the course, I break down the King Walrus sourcing strategies. I really teach you guys how to think outside the box, how to provide value to businesses to get more books, how to do the 1% of things that other people don't want to do to really build a profitable, valuable book business that actually gives value back to society and makes you more money. But I do have what I call the secret sourcing scripts that are verbatim. They're templates, what I use to reach out to libraries, what I use to reach out to colleges, what I use to reach out to thrift stores to get books for free, to get books on consignment. So you can get books for $0 up front and sell them for another party, for another business. You can go to them and present them these words. These are the words that I use. I use these words to get the conversation going. It's a very simple conversation, and then really build into your sales pitch of, hey, I run a book business and I want to provide you value by either taking away your books or selling your books on consignment. So that's what that whole product is. Again, guys, there is a 100% refund guarantee. There's even a profit guarantee. If you guys don't make $1,000 profit in your first 90 days, which is a long time. The reason why I give you guys 90 days is when you send inventory in, I know you guys have busy lives. So I give you guys a long time for that profit guarantee. But if you go out and you source 300 books using those triggers and you guys don't see $1,000 in profit just from sourcing 300 books, go out once a week and source, 150 books. That's 2 weeks of your time. If you guys don't feel like you got at least $1,000 from working a couple weekends or even one weekend, getting 300 books, I will pay you the price of the course on top of what you originally paid. So you're going to get 100% refund. And then on top of that, I'm also going to pay you $397.
It's saying somewhere on the website that if there's a discount purchases, it's non-refundable. We're offering refunds no matter what for 15 days.
Yeah, so my business partner just came in here. We're offering refunds for 15 days.
Yeah, there's some disclaimer we have to take out, so let people know that.
Okay, the disclaimer on the website's not correct. You guys have my word. We'll look into that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yep.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's because the reason why that came up is we model other salespeople, and that was probably something that they had because we just started doing the discount code thing. This is brand new, the discount code. So you guys are using that code. You guys are probably seeing an old template that we modeled. Is this the end of the presentation? Yes, this is the end. Okay. Ria says some of us can't come up with that much in 30 minutes. Ria, go take action on what I taught you today. I taught you a lot today, and I understand if you don't have the money now, there's nothing I can say to make you enroll in this program. So go out there and use all the strategies I taught you. And, once you start making a lot of money, you're going to want, to learn how to scale, how to build a bigger book business. When you're like, wow, this really works, you're going to want to come back. So we got less than a minute left for anybody that wants to enroll. Go to bookbizblueprint.com/now. Take this first step to change your life. Take this first step to start running that business that you always wanted to start a business. Now is your chance. Okay, guys. So before I log off here, we got a couple of minutes before 5 o'clock. So the timer's out, but I'll tell my assistant that anybody that purchases right now before 5 o'clock Eastern time is going to get access to those bonuses. So if you guys purchase right now, you'll still get the phone call. You'll still get the text message. But as soon as this webinar is over, it's done. My assistant knows not to award people who purchase after 5 o'clock the bonuses. So now is the time that you can take to change your life, to finally start that business, finally get a business that actually makes money. Stop, going out there and consuming all this information and knowing a lot about drop shipping or knowing a lot about selling books on Amazon or knowing a lot about wholesale, whatever it is. Start taking action on this stuff, guys. Get out there and make it happen.
Is it okay if I share a story?
Yeah, go for it.
For a second. And maybe
This is my mentor / business partner, Rakin Profit. A lot of you guys probably know him.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? I've actually been helping Avery in the comments. I've been selling books for over 5 or 6 years, and we'll leave the bonuses up for maybe a couple more minutes since I'm talking.
I'll tell my assistant to
Yeah, I saw a lot of the comments coming through, and I know a lot of people are kind of worried and scared. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because my mom, she's 65 years old now, and I helped her about 5 years ago to start an Amazon business. And at the time, she didn't even know how to click a mouse on the computer. She didn't know how to open websites. She didn't know anything about phones. She never owned a smartphone. And she was watching me at the thrift stores buy a bunch of books and sell on eBay and make all this money. And she wanted to be a part of it. And I started to help her, and she was so scared. She was so worried about starting to sell books and using all the apps and scanning books and the barcode scanner. And she was so freaked out. And I share this story with you because 5 years later, my mom's literally retired. And you guys can, I've made a bunch of videos about this on YouTube sharing her story, but she's retired. And over the 5 years, she learned how to scan books. She learned how to list books. She learned how to find books and source books from thrift stores. And if she was able to do it, I'm telling you right now, anybody can do it. At first, it seems scary. And I share this because I see a lot of people scared about the software, they're scared about the applications, they're scared about finding books, the subscription cost, this and that. And I'm telling you, we were both in the same shoes, especially my mom. She was terrified, absolutely terrified. And over the years, she's become literally a book selling ninja. And if any of you guys are in Connecticut, you've ever gone to any meetups that I've hosted or with Avery, you can see my mom in action. She's literally living it. She's doing it every single day. And what I want to say is it's a process. It's going to take time to learn how to scan books. It's going to take a little bit of time to learn how to use a software. You're going to go into some thrift stores at first, and it's going to be scary. You're not going to find maybe some books the first couple times you go, or you're going to struggle, but that's part of the process. And if this was so easy, even though it is like in all contexts compared to businesses, this is a pretty easy business. But if it was just anybody could do it at any time and there's no learning curve, this opportunity wouldn't be here. So you're in really good hands with Avery. He's taught me, he's taught my mother so much stuff. And now my mom's retired. She's doing $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and Social Security is literally only paying her like maybe $600 or $700 a month. And if it wasn't for her book business, she wouldn't be able to retire. So I just want to let everybody know who's in the comments and you're worried, or maybe you invested in Avery's program, or maybe you're on the fence and you're like, I don't know if I'm smart enough. I don't know if I can do this. I can tell you, if my mom was able to do it, if I was able to do it, you can do it. But you've got to look at this from a long-term approach and take your time. And in Avery's program, it's going to share everything you need to know. So that's all. I appreciate you sharing it. Just, if people were able to meet my mom and know that, they would know that they could do it as well. So 100% appreciate you letting me share that story.
Definitely. And Steve was one of my mentors. I talk about him a lot if you guys follow me on social media. And he actually influenced me to make this course. I was always anti-paid information. And he convinced me, look, if you want to change people's lives, you need their commitment. And in order to make it worth it for you, like Avery, if you want to make this 100 Amazon seller goal, actually get value for what you give. So that's why I made the course, guys. It really allows me to break things down for you guys and work closer with you guys and really have a place of curated information, everything in one place that really enables people from start to finish to get the results that they want. So again, guys, on the screen, you guys see that phone number. Write that phone number down if you guys want to call us. You'll talk to either me or Steve tomorrow, and we will be answering every single phone call. So leave your full name, address, phone number, credit card number, expiration. We won't charge it until we answer any of your questions. And yeah, guys, it was really a pleasure, being with all you guys. We got 46 people still in here. Why anybody but hasn't yet? Why are you guys on the fence? At this point, I want to know, because obviously, we've been talking for almost 30 minutes, really almost an hour now after I presented the course. What is keeping you guys from pulling the trigger? What is keeping you guys from really purchasing the course and making that change in your life? Will we receive an invite to the private Facebook group? Yes, you will. That'll be one of the first emails that you receive.
What's the phone number? Someone's asking.
The phone number is 931-682-6099. So if you call that number, you will get access to our secure voicemail. And again, leave a detailed message with your full name, address, phone number, credit card number, and expiration. And we will return your call tomorrow to confirm and process your order. Veronica says, thank you for offering this 100%. I purchased the manual. Yes, Veronica, the employee manuals are so valuable. Will there be a replay? There will be a replay, won't there?
If enough people want it, we can definitely get
Okay.
it over to them. Let's see.
I wasn't able to swing any add-ons right now, but looking forward to learning as much as I can from the base package. Yes, the base package, that's everything I've been covering in this webinar is all about the base package. The other additional courses I offer are just they really do add a lot of value. But everything I covered today, you guys are going to get that bare essential information.
What advice would you give to people who don't have the money to get started? I see that comment a lot.
Yeah. So again, I was telling someone earlier, like, get out there, take action, and, you know, join the free Facebook group, learn from all the free information that we've put out there, from my YouTube channel, from my Instagram, from this webinar. You know, hopefully you took notes, all the places to get books, download Scout IQ, go scan 5,000-10,000 books, and you're going to be well on your way to several thousand in profit. And I promise anybody who starts seeing success, I like helping people get success for free, because that's when they want to pay me even more. Like, okay, I saw this was real. I wasn't sure if this was real, but, you know, I just made $10,000 doing this. Can I pay you $500 to help me out? And I'm like, absolutely. You know, so I like helping people for free, because then I get to work more closely with them one-on-one.
Would a payment plan help anybody?
Yeah, so we also have an option for a payment plan. I believe that is it if there's not on the checkout page. Okay, maybe there's not on the checkout page. The closest thing we have to a payment plan right now on the checkout page you guys see is the PayPal credit. So if you guys do have PayPal decent credit, you can treat that like your own payment plan, and, you know, pay over the next 6 months, pay $2 per day. I think that's what it comes out to. I just did that math really fast in my head. But if you guys pay $2 a day over the next 6 months, you guys will easily be able to pay that off. If you guys shoot us an email at bookbusinessblueprint.com, that's bookbusinessblueprint.com or bookbusinessblueprint@gmail.com, we might be able to work with you on that. We could get you access to potential payment plan, maybe 2 payments, something like that. Is the Facebook group the Romer Bookseller Community? That's my public group. You're also going to get access to a private group, Amber. So within the next 24 hours, my assistant does take Sundays off, but he'll be on it first thing tomorrow morning, and he'll get you in that Facebook group. Okay, we got when creating an Amazon seller account, the business type, do we do individual? You can do individual, you can do or you can do a business. My roommate actually just set up a second Amazon account last night. So it doesn't matter. The girl I was talking about that sold $500,000, she sold $500,000, and she's still a sole proprietor. She's not even a business. She's a graduate student. She's a mom now. She just never went through the hoops to become a business, which, you know, is super easy to do, but just goes to show you can have massive sales and still be an individual. And if you guys are just getting started with Amazon, sign up for the free account. There's no reason to pay $40 from the very beginning until you start investing in AcceleraList. So if you guys know you guys are going to take action and really, I recommend going out using Scout IQ, sourcing 300 books, and once you source 300 books, then pay for it in Amazon seller account. But right now, just get the free version. You can upgrade with the click of a button. Literally, the difference between an Amazon business account and an Amazon individual account is a business account charges you $40 a month. It allows you to access third-party apps like AcceleraList, repricers, different things like that. And it prevents a $1 closing fee. So with an individual account, you're going to pay $1 per item that sells. So if you're selling over 40 items a month, it makes sense to go ahead and upgrade from individual to business, because you're actually paying less with business at that point because the $40 fee is gone. Just wondering, how are we notified about the phone call or video call? So tomorrow, within 24 hours, you're going to get an email about the phone call, Alexandria. So you'll get an email for a Zoom call. You'll get an email for the phone call, and you'll also get an email for the text access.
Is the bonus still available right now?
The bonuses are going to be available until this call is over. So as soon as this call is over, I'm going to note the time. It's 5:09. But as soon as I get off this webinar, bonuses are done. So I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell my assistant not to send the email to people after the webinar ends. Yeah, trying to do the individual account and still wants to charge $40 for the first month. Raykin, do you have any advice for that?
What was the question?
Avoiding the $40 a month fee. Like, how do you not pay that 40?
Yeah. So if you on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually sign up for a basic account on Amazon.
It's like fine print somewhere, right? It's like hard to find.
Yeah, because my ex-girlfriend, we had broken up, a little bit of a sore subject, but my ex-girlfriend, when I was with her, this was about a couple months ago, I was at her house, we signed up for an Amazon account. And people had asked me this question in the past, and I couldn't figure out why it was so complicated. Well, like why people didn't understand it was a free account. But Amazon they're very sneaky. They make you sign up for the $40 account, and you have to you have to look at there's you know how they have like the little tiny links at the bottom, and it's like, or do the free account. So the free account's there. Just be careful when you're signing up because it's in small print. It's like a little link.
And again, like you guys are going to want to upgrade to a professional pretty soon. Like once you have a couple hundred books, you guys are actually going to save money being a professional because they charge a $1 closing fee per item. So once you start selling over 40 items per month, upgrade it like as soon as possible.
And you need it for Scout IQ, I believe.
You don't need it for Scout IQ.
Really?
Scout IQ,
So.
Scout IQ is going to give you. You need it, but Scout IQ can grant you MWS credentials if you email their support team.
I've been given misinformation, and I'm
Yeah.
glad you
tell them to email customer support.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you guys, this might be a little bit high level, but you know how there's the buy box on Amazon, and most sales go through the buy box. Don't they favor pro accounts more, or is not?
There probably is something like that. So again, like the only reason why I would recommend someone not go pro is like if you're just really strapped for cash right now. But the moment you start selling over 40 items, which should be like any Amazon seller, that's when you upgrade. Sorry guys, if you hear something, it's because I'm adjusting my mic. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Any other objections? If anybody that's still here on the fence, what I want you guys to do is shoot me an email. And this is my first time doing this. Shoot me an email at bookbusinessblueprint@gmail.com. And I want you to title the email why I did not purchase. And then just leave your phone number there. And I will call you tomorrow and we could talk about it. So anybody that wants to talk one-on-one, just shoot me an email why I did not purchase. And we're doing this because, I have a goal of 100 full-time Amazon sellers, and I want to make sure that I'm communicating my message as effectively as possible to get people to take action. And I know that some people have good reasons for not taking action. I went over a lot of them today. Time, I have a job. I don't have enough money is a big one. There's not enough time in the day. So I just really want to talk with you. And the point of the phone call is not to convince you to buy the course, although I probably will because I believe in it so much. But it's really just to get down to the root of our messaging and our customer. So anybody that wants to talk one-on-one and share their experience of not purchasing the course, all you need to do is email me why I didn't purchase at bookbusinessblueprint@gmail.com. All right, we got 32 people left in here. And I'm going to end this. It is 5:13 right now. I'm going to do something special. I'm going to tell my assistant 5:20, cut off the sales. So you guys have 7 minutes to go out and take action. Much love, everybody. I really appreciate everybody tuning into this webinar. I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully that video is the first video in the course. See you guys.